Hey guys, it's Kaz, and are you ready to spice up your room with 3 simple and super effective DIY projects that you can finish in one weekend? Awesome! So let's get started. So the first project is this super chic lampshade. So I had this lampshade and it was a $10 super bright blue one that I got from Kmart like a year ago because it matched the colour of my wall. But since I got that lampshade, I have painted my wall, and now this lampshade looks really out of place in my room. So I'm going to paint it and jazz it up. So because it's such a bright blue lampshade, I'm going to do some base coats. Now I ended up doing 2 base coats here over the bright blue. But if your lampshade is just plain white, then you can skip this process because it would be quite pointless. Also, I'm just saying it right now, no, I did not get any paint on my carpet, but I also really do not recommend that you attempt this DIY on your bedroom floor. It is just asking for trouble. I was only painting here because it was the easiest way to film this DIY. Anyway, so back to the DIY. After you have let the 2 white base coats dry, you need to mix up the colour of your paint that you want the top coat to be. So I made my lampshade a light lilac shade, but you can do whatever colour. It's your room, your choice, you do whatever. And now I am just painting this on, but at the same time you'll see me also mixing lighter and darker shades of purple as I was going, because I really wasn't sure what I was doing. I was just kind of going with the flow as I made this DIY. But it was to kind of add a bit of a disjointed, almost ombre effect to the light shade.
The beat goes on and on and on and on, and boom, clap, you make me feel good. Come on to me now. Boom, clap, the sound of my heart. The beat goes on and on.
Now you really need to let this dry completely before you do the next step, so that the tape doesn't just pull off all of the effort you put into just painting on top of the light shade. So you need to tape a ring around the base or the top, you choose. I chose the base of the lampshade though. And you need to make this about 1 centimeter wide from the base or top, and try and make this as even and as straight as possible. Now I'm mixing a small amount of water with craft glue here, and I'm doing this so I have more time to work with the glue before it dries. So using a paintbrush that you can just throw away afterwards, not a good paintbrush, just paint around the lampshade below the tape and then roll the lampshade in sparkles. I found the easiest way is to just kind of smush the sparkles onto the glue. Now, I didn't actually film this next part, but you need to carefully take the lampshade over to a sink and tap as much of the excess sparkles off as you can get off as possible. And do this over a sink so it makes the cleanup easiest as possible. Now once you've tapped off all the sparkles and the glue is half dry, you need to take the tape off so it doesn't just rip all the sparkles off if it's fully dry. And girls, it is time to get your hairspray out. You're going to need to spray a generous amount of hairspray around the sparkles so it will glue them into place, and so it makes it so you're not just vacuuming the sparkles off the floor for the rest of your life. And now once that is fully dry, you have to reassemble the light. And make sure that the light is definitely turned off and unplugged so you do not electrocute yourself in this step. And then once you have done that, and it is all assembled, plug it in and you can enjoy the light.
No, not anymore. Oh no, not anymore. You had your shot, but you let it go. But if we meet out on the street.
Now it is time for the second project, and this is a makeup brush holder that has frosted glass circles on it. So the first thing you're going to need to do is get your panel of frosted glass contact and a small round object, I'm using a coin here, and trace around it. Now make sure you're tracing on the shiny side because it's the side that you're going to peel off. And now you're going to cut out all of the dots. I'm using nail scissors here because conveniently they are curved, which makes it a lot easier to cut. Now once all of those are cut out, you need to peel off the back of them and then stick the frosted side onto the glass. Now since I did The Fault in Our Stars frosted glass tutorial video, which I'll leave a link to in the description, I found out that the best way to apply frosted glass contact to glass is to actually wipe the frosted glass contact with a damp cloth when you are applying it. I'm using a damp tissue here. Now once all of those are stuck on, you need to fill your glass up with small decorative pebbles or beads. I'm using black here because it matches my brushes, and then you just stick all of your brushes into your makeup brush holder. Now you could also use this as a pencil holder if you want to, but I like using it for my makeup brushes. Everyone has scented tea light candles in their room, right? And the thing is though, they look kind of bland, so I'm going to show you how to spice them up. Now you can get glass holders or something of that nature for tea lights, but they can be kind of pricey. So here I have 3 ideas on how you can decorate your tea lights and make them individual. But you guys can go crazy and do whatever you want to make them look awesome. And if you guys attempt any of these DIYs, then please send me a picture on my Twitter at Geek_Galaxy. The first way that you can individualize one of these tea light candles is to put bling on the outside of the tea light candles with faux diamonds. I have bright blue ones here. And the second way is to paint the outside with nail polish. And so I am using this blue, and I ended up doing about 3 to 4 coats of the paint onto the tea light. But the best rule of thumb to use for this is just do it until there's no more streaks when you paint around it. The next tea light I did was I also used nail polish, but I made it sparkly. So you need to do 2 to 3 coats of the base color. I'm using this green, and generously coat the surface with sparkle nail polish. Also, as a side note, I did a bit of experimentation with crackle nail polish, and long story short, it kind of failed miserably and it did not crackle at all, which was really sad. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments about the DIY projects I've just showed you, or any feedback, then please let me know in the comment section or on my Twitter at Geek_Galaxy. And if you attempt any of these DIY projects, then send me a tweet with a pic of it. And if you guys have enjoyed this video and want me to do more DIY projects, then don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you want to, and then you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video. I will see you guys next time, but for now, Kaz out.
I remember the day you told me you were leaving. I remember the makeup running down your face, and the dreams you left behind you